Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we're going to be awarding our 8th winner in year 2 of the Challenge Coin Cocktail Contest. My name is Vic New. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guest judges, the legend, Tim Swaya and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Yes, I apparently had some problems sending out the notes, but we ended up getting everybody. Kathy was the one that's going to be questionable. She's already been drinking heavily, right, Kathy? You got in trouble by your mom even. So. Are you grounded?
No.
Okay, you're not grounded. That's good. Yeah. So you were drinking and mom saw and didn't know what was going on there. So yeah, but
I'm surprised that she didn't understand.
Yeah. I wanted to say something, but then I never know. I didn't want to get you in any further trouble. So I was like, the norm.
Oh,
but, yeah.
always, you can always pipe in, Steve. You can always
okay.
pipe in.
All right. McNew, you said you got small talk. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, I do. So when you're at the grocery store and you know it's going to be crowded this time of year, are you, and somebody's in your way, are you an excuse me person that reaches around them? Or do you just wait and pretend you're looking at something you don't even want? What do you do if they're in your way?
Well, I would say, I did see this and your take on it. I don't think I want to fit your take here. I would say, yes, excuse me, and grab it. Yes. I mean, why? I just got to wait there for an unknown amount of time.
It's rude. You don't think this person deserves their, I mean, I get it if they're being excessive, but like this little old man, you're going to be like, excuse me, sir, and just reach around him. It's so rude.
It depends on the time. I definitely would. I mean, people do it to me. I don't know why that's a problem, because you have to let room for sure. Why is he standing and blocking the way? I'm cognizant of that because I'm a big guy. So I have to be cognizant of myself at all times. Like people that are small, they think they can do whatever the hell they want. I'm a big guy. And so I'm like, I'll stand in the middle and look at that, and they can get around and they can do all, and I'm not blocking them in any way. So to me, I don't have any issue with if someone's blocking it. Why are they blocking it? That's rude on them, not rude on me for saying, excuse me. Yeah,
I'm with you, Steve.
Yeah, you don't have to block anything at the grocery store.
Nope, I just experienced that last night. Some guy was sitting in the dairy aisle blocking off, trying to get around, and he's staring into space. I gave it probably a good 45 seconds to a minute. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, all right, excuse me. And then I skirt the cart through. I'm like, enough.
A lot of times they've got the cart parked where they're blocking the one half, and then they're standing in front of the thing blocking the other. They got a whole aisle shut down because they want to shop the cornflakes.
No. Midwest nice. Yeah. Midwest nice is excuse me versus get the F out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't care what holiday it is. There's a logical, efficient way to work a grocery store. It's laid out on purpose, and it must be followed. If you're deviating from that, in my opinion, you're disconnected from the matrix. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
I experienced that.
As nice as I can get.
You know what the Dutch say when you're in their way? Move. We used to do international training, and they would be like, what are they? How come everybody says excuse me or pardon me? And I said, well, what do you guys say when someone's standing there? They say move.
I experienced Midwest nice in a very crowded Colorado liquor store today, since we're out here. It was kind of elbow to elbow in the aisles and everything. And this guy came up and said, I'm scooching right by you, okay? I said, you betcha. He turned around, looked at me, said, Illinois, right?
Really?
Yes. And he says, Minnesota, he says. Midwest thing ever happened today.
That's awesome. So, McDo, why are you passionate about this? How come you feel like that's a bad thing?
I think it's rude. So when I go to the store, I don't want to speak to anybody. I don't want to be bothered. I just want to get my crap and go. So if I try not to be in the way, right? Like I try to pull my cart over and be out of the way. But if somebody's like, excuse me, I'm like, no, you're not excused. Wait a damn minute. Like, don't interrupt my train of thought while I am in the store.
You famously want to change the thinking of America because you're one who leaves your cart just rolling around on the parking lot. You don't put it in the corral.
Not.
Yes, you do. You admitted that on previous shows. I have to pull those up. I will.
I said, if somebody's creepy around, I'm just getting in my car. But if nobody's around and it feels safe, I will always put it back. It just depends on who's
because here's the difference. when I'm putting that cart, no matter where I'm parked at, and I go and take the time of that, that's just me by myself doing a good deed. So other people's cars don't get damaged. It has nothing to do with the behavior of anyone else. When someone's blocking the aisle, that's a behavior that's on someone else. And I'm not being rude. I'm not being like, hey, excuse me. I'm just like, oh, pardon me, I just got to grab that real quick and then get out of their way. I'm
No,
not being
there's the
rude.
difference though, Steve. That's the inflection. Excuse me versus excuse me.
Sorry.
Now, the inflection there, McNew, somebody's very annoyed with you based on what you heard.
Yeah.
Right.
The inflection matters. It does matter.
It does
But I
matter.
just like to be in my own world. Like I'm not trying to get interrupted. Like don't
It
talk
makes
to
me
me. while
wonder-
I'm
Maybe that's the
sorry, I
problem, though,
guess.
right?
There it
Maybe
is.
that's
That's,
the
where I'm
problem.
going.
Wandering around
Just
aimlessly,
like-
walking down grocery aisles, thinking where I'm going to ditch this cart at when I'm done. I can't wait to leave it right on the lot. And it's so funny when a breeze takes it into someone's car. It's hilarious. Yeah,
Hey, that's a risk you have with a car. Like they're bound to get dented and ruined. It's just what a car does.
exactly. That's what a car does.
My cars do.
So I would say, this isn't social media where you can just throw it out there and just hope for the best. There's
Yeah.
actual feedback that you got live. So there
I
you
know,
go.
and I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I just feel like my opinion's very different, and I kind of expected it to be. I just think it's rude to say excuse me. Like you're not excused. Don't get in front of me.
So what did they do? What do you expect them to do?
You have to wait.
Freaking
If
wait,
it's 2 hours,
or-
it's 2 hours. Damn it. You can't
or-
say excuse me.
Sometimes if somebody's taking too long, I just turn around and I'll
Shop the
come back
rest
to
of the store and
aisle.
come back.
Yeah, I'll go to the aisle when
sure,
it's empty. I don't
sure.
want to interact with people
That's-
while I'm there.
That's good.
That sounds efficient.
Yes.
Oh, what do you what do you think about blowing a horn at somebody?
Yeah, he's got on a scooter. He's got a horn. So yeah.
Yeah. So I will say my dad's been in a wheelchair since I was 13. People are very rude to people in scooters or wheelchairs. It's like they don't even see him there. And I'm just like, you can't see him.
When I
Like,
first got that scooter,
no
I'm like,
idea. People
why did they
are-
put a horn on it? I thought that was.
Yeah.
I know why, because you go into a mall, there can be two people ahead of you. There can be a pathway that's 50 foot wide, and they will take up all 50 feet of it.
They do that.
I had-
Somehow, some way.
Out of Mid Rivers Mall, I finally had to blow the horn at somebody. This lady, she looked at me like, "How dare you?" I go, "I don't want to hit you, but if you don't get out of my way, I will." And she just kind of.
Yeah, I'll take your ankles out.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want this much of it, that's all,
I'm just trying to get by.
but you keep weaving like you're drunk,
Yeah.
Let's hit the trifecta then. You want to talk about the culture of baby stroller parking and baby stroller etiquette.
Don't get
That's a whole nother ball of wax. Oh, there's a bunch of asshat parents out there for that one.
Oh, I know.
There's a bunch of asshat parents in general. Don't get me in this rabbit hole.
When I got my spot at Disney World and I go and you box me in and you won't move. If I move your stroller out of the way in order to be able to get mine out and you give me the riot act for touching your property, you can go ride Space Mountain and go pound sand. I hope it stops.
I hope you're stuck there all day.
Oh my God. I hope you, yeah.
All right.
Disney
Well,
World
I'll wait in line all day.
of love.
It's time to drink. We got to drink. It sounds like more than ever this is a drink. So we'll start with the legend. The legend, what do you got there, man?
I got a Moscow Mule.
I doubt you're going to win the cork pop. All right,
Oh, is that a screw top?
Yeah, it's a screw top.
Are we
I can find something.
Are we popping corks? Yes, we've been doing
You
this for
popping
five,
corks. Kathy's been
five-
drinking all day, Steve.
5.5
Come on.
years at this point.
Give her
We've
a
been
break.
popping
She's
corks.
drinking.
The show.
Tim, go ahead. You're next.
All right. It is we're taping this on Friendsgiving. So I'm bringing all the stops. I've got hopefully a bottle kill here of Neely Family Distillery Autumn Vanilla,
Oh,
the
nice.
ABV network pick.
Okay. I'll go next. I've got the ABV network pick too. No front label, but this is the butterscotch glow. Yeah,
Ooh.
Ooh.
here we go. Ooh, I think that was just enough to take the lead. I've got the lead now. McNew, you're next.
All right. Chris just brought this home for me. It's
It's
a
not that
Larceny
Bradshaw
pick
stuff, is it?
No, it's the Crown Liquors pick of Larceny.
McNew's into that bread. Oh,
Oof.
Yep.
That's close. That's close. We're going to toss it to Adina. I don't think there's a better judge than Adina. You talk about honest. So Adina, what do you think? Was it me or McNew there?
I
think that would have to go to McNew.
Okay, then we have to live with that.
There it
When you
is.
Ask a judge. You cannot question that. There's no appeal process. It's over. McNew has the lead. All right. Next up is Kathy. Last but not least.
Okay, I have a 375 of Hartfield and Company. It is an experimental one that I made them bottle for me. Oh, that's terrible.
Sounds like plastic coming off. What?
Oh,
I don't
She's
know what
opening
just
a
happened.
plastic Easter egg.
I don't know. I have no idea what.
I'm
happened
just
there.
gonna pour it into my cocktail.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow. Look at you, Kathy.
Well, McNew
Cheers, guys.
wins despite
Salute.
the protest from Kevin. McNew wins. Cheers.
Sorry.
I have a quick demonstration for you. I took this bourbon from Illinois at 950 feet above sea level to 6,600 to Colorado. Now watch this. See this smoke?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You couldn't hear it, but there's this pressure that just look at the bottle.
It's all smoke inside now.
Oh,
Oh,
Bizarre.
sorry.
Anyway,
that's weird.
Yes. I've done some experimentation, but it's all been in the area of chips. So Doritos bags and Pringles, blowing the tops off the Pringles going up. into the
Yeah.
I've done a lot of work in that area, a lot in the snack area, not as much as in the whiskey. So yeah, so there's still work to be done. That's what keeps me going. I still got more jobs and experiments to do. All right, what we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, it is going to be time for the cocktail contest. We've got 3 great contestants here. We'll see who wins. We'll do that in just a few.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're awarding our November cocktail contest winner.
Yes, we are. Of course, the show drops on December 1st. We're still in November as we record this, November being Thanksgiving, which of course, I think to some degree Christmas is, but in reality, I think that the pie holiday would be Thanksgiving. So this one is themed the home here for the pie theme. So pecans have to be used. Again, the rules here are pecans have to be used. I'd like to go ahead and introduce all 3 of our contestants right now before we start making the cocktails and that. So we'll go around the horn. This will be the order that we do follow when it comes time to make our cocktails. So up first is going to be Adina Ewalds. Adina, how you doing?
Great.
Great. What would this victory tonight mean to you?
This would be great because this cocktail really meant a lot to me. I'm one of those people that is not crazy about eating pie, so I figured I'll make a pie you can drink.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good way to do it. And the name of yours tonight is going to be?
Life is short. Drink dessert first.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to that, and we'll talk to you in just a few, okay?
Okay.
All right, next up is your husband, Dave. Dave, how you doing tonight?
doing great.
Great. And you guys are not at home. You're not at your home base. So, and I know you run the IT for these type of things. Was it okay getting everything set up and all that, or did you just feel out of your element?
We're roughing it out here in the mountains.
Yeah. So a little bit different there.
So
Yeah.
we're good.
That's good. And the name of yours tonight is?
Boozy Nuts, and I originally called it something naughty, and my wife said, "No, you can't do that this year again." So,
So he toned it down by going with Boozy Nuts. So
yeah, actually, it was Stumpy and Neely dash Boozy Nuts because I use
Okay.
both of their ingredients. there are a couple Boozy Nuts, so
they are Boozy Nuts. So yeah, okay. You should have stuck to that one, Dave, and just held your ground and been like, this is what it's going to be. But no,
we classed it up this year.
That's good. I think that's not a bad thing, I guess. All right. Well, again, we'll be talking to you as our second contestant tonight, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Next up, last but not least, is Mr. Kevin Rose. Kevin, how you doing, man?
Doing well, Steve, and yourself?
Good. Welcome back. You won one of these early in the year, but you've been absent, so
I won
glad to have
last
you back.
year's competition.
You won the whole thing. Yeah, you won
Won
the
whole shooting match,
yeah, you
which
won
was
the big grand finale.
a travesty of justice.
Wow. I'll be honest, I didn't vote for you, so I have to agree.
No argument here.
But you won. All that matters is you won.
I will take the W.
Exactly. You relish the win. It doesn't matter how it happened, Kevin. It just matters that you won. So yeah, no one can take that away from you. If 100 years from now, when we look back into the ABV Network archives, you're the champion for that year. So that's how it works.
I honestly did not bribe a single judge either.
No,
So
you just brought it. So there you go. And what are you going to be making tonight, my friend?
I have a cocktail I've called Ramble On.
Ramble On. All right.
Yep.
Now you're right in my wheelhouse. To me, the big three greatest bands that have ever walked the earth are the Rolling Stones, the Who, and Led Zeppelin. So you hit one in the big three. So
That's
there
a
you
tough
go.
trifecta to beat.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Yeah. One time a guy asked me to name my favorite three bands, and that's what I said. He said, "You can't do that. They're too much the same. They're not the same at all." in
Not
my
the same
mind.
at all.
No, very, very different.
Guy even listen to music.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
How are you supposed to tell somebody to name their favorite and tell them their favorites
Then
are
it's
wrong?
wrong. It's
You're
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, yeah. So,
What did you like best? This? No, you're wrong.
Right, wrong.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. All right. Well, Kevin, good luck tonight, and
Thank you.
we'll come back around to you in just a moment. All right, back around to Adina. Adina, you are up first. You're going to be making Life is Short. Drink dessert first.
Well, I'm going to be drinking Life is Short too.
Okay.
But this is going to be a little awkward since we don't have our typical.
It's not your
setup.
normal setup, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do first.
We're going to be
Yeah.
watching Dave closely tonight. See if he grabs the ice with his hands
Yes,
since he's out of his element.
These are iceless cocktails.
Okay. He,
Oh,
he
man.
thought that ahead. He thought that through, I think.
First thing I'm going to do is put a little caramel drizzle around the side of my glass.
Oh, this is a good start, actually. He's not doing bad here. This is
Then
looking good. Okay.
and all of my stuff is in like mason jars and things because I didn't want to take full bottles. First thing I did was I took some Larceny and
Oh.
washed it in organic cocoa nibs, which are
Oh.
completely unsweetened
Right.
bitter chocolate. So it doesn't add any sweetness to it, and you just let it sit for a few days until you're happy with how it turns out and
Okay.
screen it, and it smells wonderful. So the first thing I'm going to do is use about 1.5 ounces of my chocolate Larceny.
Chocolate Larceny. This is McNew's dream here.
I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah. She's been waiting her whole life for this to be
Chocolate
invented.
Larceny, yes.
So it's here. It's here. It's a
Then
Christmas
I added
miracle.
coffee liqueur. Happens to be one that I've made previously. There's a
Uh-oh.
secret recipe I found on the internet.
You just hit the ropes now though with McNew. She was so happy, and now coffee.
Oh, no coffee, sorry, McNew, but it's delicious. So I'm going to put in 1 ounce of my coffee liqueur,
Okay.
building this pie and whole dessert in a glass.
I like it. I like what you got going on.
I made some pecan orgeat. See, I don't know if you can see it.
I was working on some of that the other day. Pecan orgeat.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Oh
is.
man, it's delicious.
Sounds good though. I like pecans.
Put about 1 ounce of that in. And it's coming up very slowly because I'm on camera. Come on, get out of there. There we go. Okay, so I got about 1 ounce of pecan orgeat.
Okay.
Then, Dave, go find the bitters. Then 1/2 ounce of Demerara simple syrup.
Okay. Fair enough. Dave seemed to be, he wasn't moving with purpose there. He was going pretty slow. I think he's trying to railroad you here, Adina.
I guess I'll get
Yeah,
the bitter.
let's not forget it's a
Yeah,
contest.
bitter.
Yeah, it's a contest. He
I'll
seems to
tell
be
you, Steve, yeah, down here on the floor, it's definitely seeing that Dave is taking his time with this
Oh
one.
yeah, I'll be like,
So,
oh, I don't know.
we'll see.
Maybe we got him, maybe we don't.
Yeah, back to you in the booth, Steve.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Boy, that was classic move there by Dave. Just slow things up.
Got the wrong bitters.
The wrong ones.
Tried to sabotage.
See, is he not trying to?
Jeez Louise.
He handed her teriyaki sauce.
Exactly.
Walnut bitters in.
Okay. All right.
So I've
Walnut
got
bitters.
Combination of the pecans, the caramel, the chocolate,
Okay.
brown sugar.
Let's check in down on the field. What do you think of the shaking technique there, Tim?
I'll tell you, Steve, that's not the normal Adina Rockford shimmy shake there. There's some
No.
frustration there. So I don't know if that was soy sauce given to her or not, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Different
Back to you, Steve.
That's how you shake in the mountains versus what she's normally doing. So
Going
yeah.
to pour that into, look how pretty the glass is now with the caramel.
Oh, yeah,
Listen to her trying to sell this. Yeah.
it is pretty. I was gonna say
Yeah.
she was very graceful about when she was pouring it in there, because I usually just get it all over the dang place. So points for being graceful.
Yeah.
Then
Good.
I have some lightly whipped cream. I didn't want it real stiff and.
Okay.
So I just put a little bit of
I bet you that's
this
good.
is dessert,
Yeah.
put a little bit of that in, and then top it with just a little dash of ground nutmeg.
Wowzers. I
And-
can't imagine anybody capturing the spirit of pie in a glass there. Better than that. That's
Oh, she did. That's lovely.
yeah, that is good. That was good.
I don't want to, if I tip this,
Right. You'll spill it. Yeah.
it'll go all over my computer.
You don't need that. Congratulations. That's a great first effort. You've set a very high standard. Yes, a little applause there for Adina. She did a great job. That's going to be tough to beat. Taste is good there, Adina.
Oh my gosh, it's
Okay.
delicious.
You did a great job of catching Dave trying to railroad you there. So excellent work.
It's your
Excellent
turn to
work.
give it back, though. You have
Right,
opportunity.
I can.
It's like the show Hell's Kitchen where they do that exercise where they try to mess with the chef. That's one of those things. So,
Yep.
all right. All right. Next up is going to be Dave. Dave has the pecan bourbon hot chocolate thing going. This could play against the judges too. McNew doesn't like anything hot. No soups, no hot chocolate, no coffee, not any beverages hot. She does not like.
This cocktail is based on hot chocolate.
Uh-oh.
It's easy hot chocolate. So that makes
McNew is writing down notes immediately.
So on the stove, right now, I'm mixing 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder unsweetened,
Okay.
2 tablespoons of water, half cup of milk, dash of salt. Salt just kind of gives it a little bit extra. 2 drops of vanilla extract. I'm heating this up, whipping it so it doesn't burn. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. So
Okay.
we are going to go with 4 ounces. Well, wait a minute. We're gonna go 2 ounces of Stumpies.
2 ounces of Stumpies. Okay. I don't see how you can go wrong with that. That's also a nice start. Stumpies.
So 2 ounces of Stumpies in there.
Excellent.
Then we're gonna go with Neely Bourbon Ball.
Okay.
1 ounce Neely Bourbon Ball cream. Great holiday liqueur.
Yes, it is. Very good
Cocktails
stuff.
obviously here. So Neely Bourbon Ball in there.
Okay.
So this the sweeter stuff here goes really well with the unsweetened chocolate, hot chocolate.
Okay.
Then we have, this is Evangeline's praline pecan liquor. It's a Sazerac product. It's sweet, it's nutty, it's good stuff. You can find it just about anywhere.
Okay.
1/4 ounce of that stuff. It's pretty sweet. We're gonna dump that in there. Now, take our hot chocolate, steaming hot. Drop that in there.
That does
Okay.
look good too. I like that. I like hot drinks, so I have
So-
no issue here.
Then
That's good.
I need a spoon to stir that up a little bit. Quick stir. So
Okay.
then I have a whipped cream. Unlike Adina's, this is heavily whipped.
Okay.
This also has some of the Evangeline's praline liqueur in the whipped cream.
Nice.
Get this real sweetness on the head. So I'm gonna put that as a
Nice
top.
dollop in there. Yeah. That
Yeah,
looks
nice
good.
dollop of the sweet praline whipped cream.
Okay.
I'm going to top it with these nuts here. These are praline, or these are the pecans. So,
Just right across the top. Wow.
yep.
That looks good.
So that's it. So now you have boozy hot chocolate with the praline pecan liqueur, Neely Bourbon Ball, and Stumpy's Bourbon. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Let's hear it for Dave. That's also a good one. Okay. I thought this thing was over when I saw Dina's. Now I'm like, oh, Now we got choices here. This is two great ones for sure. So, but we have one more. So, Kevin, you are
All right.
up, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This, by comparison, will be very simple. This is something that I'll be making tomorrow for family during Thanksgiving dinner, because it's
Okay.
very easy to do. It's something that you can probably do very simply for your Thanksgiving guests as well. So this is called Ramble On. It
Okay.
is named after the Led Zeppelin song, as Steve alluded to earlier. And we were trying to make something that is a fall type drink. And in the lyrics of Ramble On, it says, "The autumn moon lights my way." So this is where I'm getting the autumn aspect of this.
Okay.
All right. And I'm starting with Buzzard's Roost Bourbon.
All right.
Congratulations, Jason Bronner.
Yeah, that's excellent.
And to me, this had a kind of reminded me of an apple brown Betty. So you've got a little sweetness from the apple, you got some brown sugar, you got some other baking spices in there. So that kind of fits that fall theme. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of this
Okay.
in a shaker filled with ice.
Okay.
All right, so that's my bourbon. And then I have, I've made a pecan simple syrup. You can see here,
All right.
very easy. It is a cup and a half of water that you bring to a boil. Stir in a cup of brown sugar and add about a quarter cup of pecans. And it is delicious.
Okay.
It's-
Do you have to strain that, Kevin, or you just leave it as
Yeah,
is?
yeah. Strain it.
Okay.
I poured it into the container, strained
Gotcha.
the pecans out of it.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'm putting in 1 ounce of the pecan simple syrup. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm adding in some pomegranate juice. 1 ounce
Nice.
of pomegranate juice.
Pomegranate.
Which is interesting juice for a cocktail. Gives a little.
I'm guessing McNew
flavor
doesn't
to it.
like pomegranate juice either. Yeah, so she says no.
I do like
knew it.
pomegranate.
How did I know it?
No, I do like pomegranate juice. I've been making pomegranate margaritas. They're really good.
Okay. I thought you shook your head no when I said
Then I'm adding in a 1/2 ounce of sweet vermouth.
sweet vermouth. Okay.
Good cork pop on the vermouth.
Not bad. Yeah.
I think that would have won tonight.
Yeah. That was pretty good. I used to think vermouth could last forever. I didn't know anything about it, but it does not. It does not last forever, folks. If you've got one that's sitting around for a couple of years, you can throw it away. Throw it away.
Then Angostura bitters, a few dashes of those.
Okay.
And then we will shake this up.
I got to tell you, Steve, from down here on the floor, that shake there is the signature Velvet Rose shake, kind of like the
Velvet
Velvet
Rose.
Fog, like a Mel Torme. he has the quick shimmy shake there, but
it was
it's
good.
Velvet Rose.
It was pleasant sounding. I'll say that.
Yes. Back to you in the booth, Steve.
Pour it over a large cube in a rocks glass. And there you have it.
There you have it. Okay. All right. Well, let's hear it from Mr. Kevin Rose.
Yes, Kevin.
3 great
Very-
cocktails tonight. It feels like building the cocktails is the easy job. Usually I think that's the tough one, but because these are 3 tough ones, we have to rank these things. So I do not envy the situation of the judges, and I am one. So I don't envy myself at this point. Tim, we're going to start with you. That's kind of your new position here to help because we have guest judges. It feels easy to have someone who's experienced go before our 2 guests, which are the legend and Kathy. So you're up first, my friend.
So Adina came with the guns blazing this time.
Yes.
She absolutely played up to McNew with the larceny product in there, and she got all fancy with the orgeat as
Yeah.
well, because I'm reading this as orgeat. So
Orgeat.
she's really going through here. I do like that she called in a utility player with Dave,
Right.
and then Dave tried to set her off schedule.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like
He
You know,
did everything in his power, from slow movement to handing the wrong item, but it didn't
To
work.
think-
She's too good for that. Yeah.
I think that there's not a lot of gamesmanship and competition between these two.
Exactly.
That's a fool's game to play.
Well,
They're
they're
absolutely-
getting ready to have Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow night. You want to have the bragging rights, right? You're not going to be like, oh, you beat me. So I know what Dave was doing, and I get why, but I just, I'm just glad Adina was on top of it.
Home after Thanksgiving.
She rallied hard though with that whipped cream.
Yes.
So I will say, Dave, you took us down the road with the bourbon ball cream. It goes with the boozy nuts theme. I thought that was great. What really set you aside here to me is that praline twist on things really dials it up for me. That really dials it up because I got a little New Orleans stuff, a little New Orleans flavor there, which reminds me of some really good memories there. Yet it is a hot drink, complete differently than Adina.
Right.
And then Kevin, I will say, Kevin, you next to the Wikipedia definition of simplicity is the Kevin Rose cocktail.
Right.
This is the every person's 3 ingredients, maybe 4 to really twist it up, to really get things going, to get it down in front of somebody right away. I'm not necessarily a fan of the pomegranate juice, but I do think that is an interesting twist on things and how
Okay.
it goes. And your tie with Led Zeppelin, just I love these music themes and everything. There's a story that comes along with this, and it brings you the cocktail experience for all 3 is supposed to bring you to a memory, and every 3 you hit the spot. But I got to tell you, what it really comes down to me is, as a member of the human race with a mustache and whipped cream, I
You
go.
just gotta own that sometimes, I think.
You do got to own it. I
Right.
go with Kevin first,
Okay.
Adina second, because
Okay.
I am not a hot drink fan, and Dave third. As much as I love, and I'm a big fan of Dave's play on words and his second grade humor. This one here, I think Kevin takes my vote as the top.
Fair enough.
Next
Fair
in the
enough.
mail, Tim.
All right. All right. Next up is the legend. The legend will be going through each of the cocktails and then giving us his ranking.
Okay. Well, first, Dina. As always, they look amazing.
Elegant. Yes.
You're using a bunch of ingredients I don't even know how to pronounce. But yeah, it looks amazing. Your photography for everything looks great. Dave, all the ingredients look good. I'm just not a big fan of hot cocktails.
Mhm. Okay.
I like the praline aspect of it, though.
Okay. There's some
I'll
redemption there.
agree with Tim.
Okay.
And Kevin, I like your tie into Led Zeppelin. As an old Led Zeppelin fan, I like the simplicity. This is one I could see me making. I also am intrigued by the pomegranate juice because I love pomegranate juice all by itself. Maybe a little
Yes.
light,
Oh,
but they all look amazing. But I think the way I'm going to score this, Kevin first,
okay.
Adina second, Dave third.
And Dave third. Okay. Next up is Kathy Cool. Kathy Cool.
Can I ask a question of one of the contestants?
Sure.
How many ounces of liquor is in Adina's drink?
Let me see.
8. Go high. It's Kathy Cool. Go high.
9 ounces, Steve. 9 ounces. Freddie Mills just texted me.
9 ounces. Yes. You got to get that special shot glass Danny has too.
Okay,
Um,
it's a
3.5.
ounce and a half of the larceny, and it's just the regular off the shelf.
But it's mixed with the chocolate, which sounds delicious.
Yes. Then 1 ounce of coffee liqueur, which I don't know, it's what, maybe 30 proof.
It's gonna be low proof, sure.
Yeah, I don't need
Oh,
proofs. I
liqueur.
just want
Yeah.
just ounces.
Okay.
It'll be
Sorry.
2.5 for you now, Kathy.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ounces total.
Okay.
4 ounces total. Okay.
Okay.
And some of that
So
Conor shot and the Demerara.
Okay.
jibby jibby job. Bebop, bebop. No, I'm sure they're delicious. I'm not discounting anything. I would like to dissolve chocolate in many different liquors that I have. And I think that's incredible. And then Dave, so you've got Stumpies and Neely's, and you said there's sweetness on the head.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say, as a girl, that sounds fun. And Kevin, you made something that sounded like an autumn Manhattan.
Okay.
So, and you said the words apple brown Betty.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna be really quick about it, and I'm gonna say Kevin gets 1. Although I'll drink a hot drink, I'll drink a cold drink. Dave, you're getting number 2 for me. Adina, this kills me because I listen to these and yours are so poetic and so beautiful. I'm giving you number 3. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Thanks a lot.
ouch. Ouch.
I know. I'm
That's
sorry.
painful. That's very
Kathy
painful.
first kicked out of Stumpy's. Now you're out of Adina's
Yeah.
circle too. Oh, you're really taking it on the chin this year.
I am.
Lots
It's
of
a rough
bands.
year for me.
All right, I'm next. So Adina, Adina needs to get a gig as like a cocktail writer or something like that. I mean, clearly, she's making some great stuff. The photography skills are great. It's fun watching her make these things, and yeah, just everything about it you got to like. It seems like you're drinking something right out of a magazine, I'm sure, when she's got that. So it's very, very cool stuff. Dave was next, and I like hot drinks, so I think that's good. And I like the fact he used Stumpies and Neely. I thought that's a great combination. I thought that was very cool. And then last but not least, Kevin, again, as has been stated, a simple recipe. It's a tough one for me because I can't imagine myself wanting to make cocktails with Buzzard's Roost. To me, that's a sipper versus a cocktail whiskey. So that's bold. That's putting it out there. But again, sometimes you want to indulge. Sometimes you want to, even when you know that, sometimes you just want to go over the top, and that could be one of the situations where what he's trying to do there. I'm not exactly sure, but that's plays into my scoring here. I went first place, Adina. I thought that Adina's it hit the mark. For this time of the year, I thought it was just a great cocktail. I thought that would be excellent around the Thanksgiving table with the family and stuff like that. So I thought that was cool. I gave Kevin second place. Again, I like the simplicity. I thought I could drink several of those, and especially if I go over to his house and he's buying the Buzzard's Roost. Yeah, I'm in. And last but not least, again, I like Dave's. But Dave got third place again by the closest of margins here. I feel bad scoring these because I feel like all are excellent. This is works across the board, but we have to do this part of the judging gig tonight. So, McNeil, you're last but not least on the voting.
All right. So first of all, I want to say props to Dave and Adina because they're in Colorado. They had to pack everything and take it with them and managed to not forget anything. So props to you guys. I'm impressed. And thanks for taking time out of your vacation to be with us also. So I'm going to say, Adina, you did get some points for using larceny and chocolate. Not big on the coffee liqueur, but espresso martinis are kind of having a comeback moment right now. So I feel like this is a bourbon take on those, and I really like it. It was lovely. It was beautiful as always. Dave, I like the use of that praline liqueur. Really like that. And honestly, if I could stick this in the fridge for a while, I'd probably drink it because it sounds delicious. I'm just not going to drink it hot.
You need a bottle on hand.
Yeah, for sure. And Kevin, yours, I kind of thought, because you made a pecan simple syrup, which I really liked. And I was like, oh, this is kind of this could be like a pecan old fashioned. But then you added the sweet vermouth, and I'm like, well, it's kind of like a Manhattan. So it just feels like a hybrid of the two. And those are two of my favorite cocktails. And I like pomegranate juice this time of year. So I just think that's just great ingredients thrown in there. Still very simple, but approachable. I just think it's great. My first is going to be Adina. I just think it's lovely. It's beautiful. You use high-end ingredients. Kevin's my second and Dave is my third.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have a clear-cut situation. In third place is Dave. Dave gets third place for November cocktail contest. In second place is Adina. In second place, that means Kevin Rose on his comeback tour.
Don't call it a
wins
comeback.
First place.
Great
Wins
comeback.
First place. So congratulations to Kevin.
Well done,
Great job,
everybody.
man. Great job. Yeah, great job to all. It was really
Oh, yeah.
it was a fun one. Great cocktails for sure. Next month, the theme is Snowmageddon. So McNew may be predicting some things going on here.
You did January. That's January's theme.
Oh, sorry. What's December? I guess I
December
screwed up there.
actually does not have a required ingredient. The cocktail.
Oh,
must
it's a
be-
wild card.
Yeah,
Not
it's a
really,
wild
not
card.
exactly.
So the cocktail must be Grinch green. You know that lime green color, but you cannot use food coloring.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you for no food coloring.
No food coloring. So you gotta
Yes.
find some liqueur, something natural to
Ah.
make that Grinch green color. So use whatever you want. Nothing's
This does
required.
not sound
There's
good to
just
me.
an elimination.
All I think
you
about
know
is
what
Easy,
yeah.
easy, and it's gonna be delicious, but you're all not from California, so you have to put your California hat
I
on.
may hurl.
think
This
you've got
may be the
ideas.
first show where I hurl. So we'll see.
all I think of is high C ecto cooler is what I think when I hear that.
Yeah.
Mountain
Okay.
Dew.
I think of avocado toast and bourbon.
Midori.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Well, there's your assignment. I'm glad McNew jumped in there because I had that totally wrong. So much like
Yeah,
sending out the notes. It was a rough month for me.
January is Snowmageddon. December's
month for
gonna
me.
be a little Grinchy, but I think you guys got it. I think it's
Grinchy.
gonna
Okay.
cool.
It's the key is it's got to be green. So we'll wrap this one up
Sure is.
as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Kathy Cool.
All right. The legend.
Rick Brenner on Facebook.
All right. Tim.
You could find me drain pouring my sweet vermouth from 2007 that Steve gave me the nice PSA on. So I will not use that tomorrow and,
You gotta get rid of that
make all
stuff.
of,
Yeah.
and
I
make
did
all
that.
my
It's not
Thanksgiving
good.
guests sick.
It's
Uh,
not a good situation.
So thank you, Steve, for that PSA, everybody.
I had no idea. I had no idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find me there, drain pouring sweet vermouth. That's older than 20 years almost, as well as on the tasting events page on abvnetwork.com or on Instagram at swyguy2112.
There you go. Yeah. Give the gift of whiskey tasting this holiday season. So Tim and Patrick are doing that. We have, of course, a bourbon legend now you can add on. He's an add-on. So you have the ability to add Jason Bronner on there if you want him involved in the tasting. So pretty cool stuff. So and we just saw it at Drainport right there. It happened.
Yeah.
All right, McNew, how about you? Where can people find you?
I am on Instagram at McNewABV.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, is abvnetwork.com. As you're out doing your holiday travels this year, maybe you want to listen to a show. We've got about 2,000 of them out there for you to listen to. So check us out at abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. Let's hear it one last time for all of our contestants.
Great job, everybody.
And
Hey, nice job, everybody.
Congrats. Take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.